Hello, friends. Welcome back to Flavors and the Knowledge, the podcast dedicated to gastronomic education, healthy living, and the pure joy of eating well. I'm your host, Ethan Clark, speaking to you from Chef Walter's Cooking School right here in Cranston, Rhode Island, USA. This content is written and produced by Chef Walter. Today's episode is about foods that may be dangerous when not consumed properly. Many everyday foods that seem harmless or even healthy can pose real risks when mishandled, overconsumed, or prepared improperly. I'm not here to spread fear, but rather to promote sensible awareness so you can enjoy them safely. We already recognize that frequent junk food like greasy cheeseburgers or high-calorie donuts harms our diet over time. Similarly, several everyday items we eat regularly carry potential downsides if we're not mindful. I'll begin with wild mushrooms as a prime example. Foraging for mushrooms in your backyard or accepting them from a well-meaning friend might feel natural and organic, but wild varieties contain deadly toxins. They often closely resemble safe, supermarket-bought ones, yet harbor poisonous compounds that can lead to severe illness or fatality. Reliable data shows that mushroom poisonings cause a small number of deaths annually in the US, typically around 3 per year on average, though global estimates sometimes suggest higher figures in certain regions, and severe cases requiring hospitalization are more common. The key risk comes from misidentification, so unless you're an expert mycologist, it's far safer to stick with commercially cultivated varieties. Number 2, elderberries. Often praised in natural remedies for their immune-supporting potential, require careful preparation. When raw, underripe, or improperly cooked, they contain compounds, including cyanogenic glycosides, that can release cyanide in the body, leading to symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal cramps, dizziness, or in larger amounts, even worse. Always cook elderberries thoroughly, such as in jams, syrups, or teas, and avoid including stems, leaves, or unripe berries, which are more toxic. Commercial products are generally processed safely, but homemade versions demand extra caution. Number 3 is nutmeg, a beloved spice in both sweet treats and savory dishes like cream sauces, which is delightful in small pinches. However, consuming larger quantities, such as 2-3 teaspoons or more, around 5-10 grams or higher, can trigger serious effects due to myristicin. This compound metabolizes into substances causing hallucinations, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, rapid heartbeat, confusion, and in extreme cases, seizures or prolonged distress. While fatalities are extremely rare and usually involve massive overdoses or combinations with other substances, nutmeg intoxication has sent people to emergency rooms, especially from misguided attempts to use it recreationally. Stick to typical culinary amounts for flavor without worry. Number 4 is tuna, which certainly offers excellent protein and heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids. Still, it accumulates methylmercury, a neurotoxin that can harm the kidneys, nervous system, and developing brains over time. Larger predatory species, such as albacore white tuna or bigeye, have higher levels than skipjack or canned light varieties. Health authorities like the FDA recommend moderation. For most adults, a few servings per week are fine, with pregnant or breastfeeding individuals and young children limiting intake further, perhaps 8 to 12 ounces of lower mercury seafood weekly, with albacore capped slightly lower. Choose best choice options like canned light tuna more often and vary your seafood to minimize exposure. Number 5 is sushi, and other raw or undercooked fish dishes remain hugely popular. Still, raw seafood carries risks of parasites like anisakis, which can cause anisakiasis with intense abdominal pain, nausea, and vomiting, as well as bacterial contaminants such as salmonella, vibrio, or listeria. Proper sushi preparation involves flash freezing fish to kill parasites and sourcing from reputable suppliers who follow strict safety protocols. Building trust with your sushi chef or restaurant, perhaps even through consistent patronage, helps ensure quality, but if you're immunocompromised or prefer zero risk, opt for cooked alternatives. Number 6 is the baked potatoes, a classic comfort food often paired with steak or toppings, which can become hazardous if cooled improperly after cooking. The bacteria Clostridium botulinum, which produces the botulinum toxin, recognized as one of the most potent known toxins, thrives in low-oxygen environments. Foil-wrapped baked potatoes left at room temperature for hours or days, such as in restaurant prep or home leftovers, have been linked to outbreaks, as the foil creates anaerobic conditions. At the same time, the warm, moist interior supports spore survival and toxin production. Botulism spores resist normal cooking heat, so the safest approach is to unwrap foil immediately after baking, cool quickly in air, and refrigerate within 2 hours, and reheat thoroughly if storing. Avoid leaving them in foil at room temperature. Number 7. Honey, prized for its natural sweetness and potential benefits, such as antioxidants in its raw form, poses a specific danger to infants under 1 year old. It can contain dormant spores of Clostridium botulinum, which an immature digestive system can't handle, potentially leading to infant botulism, a rare but serious condition causing weakness, poor feeding, and breathing issues. Never give honey or honey-containing products to babies under 12 months. For older children and adults, it's generally safe, but always buy from reputable sources to minimize contamination risks. And note that raw honey retains more of its natural benefits when properly processed. In summary, dear listeners, these foods aren't inherently bad. Many offer nutritional value when enjoyed thoughtfully. The common thread is moderation, proper preparation, reliable sourcing, and awareness of vulnerabilities like age, health status, or portion size. By staying informed, you can savor them without unnecessary risk. In conclusion, I would like to remind you that all our podcasts are featured on all your preferred platforms. Please join us for the next round for another exciting and educational content. You can join us and take cooking classes at our school if you live in the New England area to certainly elevate your talent. For recipes regarding this episode, please visit our Flavors and Knowledge newsletter for the free download. All links and details will be in the show notes. If you are planning a vacation, please consider joining Chef Walter's food and wine tour to Italy. Lastly, if you are in the kitchen, keep your eyes on the fire. Thanks for the privilege of your time. This podcast is produced and published by Sim Val Media Group, USA.